Hey everyone, welcome to the Game Week 25 team selection. Hopefully you've been liking these videos. If you do, please like and subscribe. But without further ado, we will get going with the video. This week I've already made one transfer. I had two free ones. I was struggling to find ones that I like that was worth bringing in this week. A lot of the players that I was thinking about bringing in, they have tougher fixtures this week, and it's just I don't know. I just didn't feel like doing it yet. So I used one, and then I'll have an option for two again next week, which I'm happy with. Um, in goal, we have Di Gregorio, who didn't start last game. I hope that's not going to be a consistent issue. He has been a really good keeper this year, and I'm hoping that he starts against Empoli. I think that's a good opportunity for a clean sheet for Monza. Along the defense, we have Gigi, Kim, and Darmian. Um, Against Bologna, Torino definitely could keep a clean sheet, but I'm not banking on that. Um, as for Napoli against Lazio, it will be tough. But I definitely think that Napoli are capable of keeping a clean sheet against anyone in this league right now. I think it is very clear that Napoli is going to go ahead and win the Scudetto, and they could just pull a 4-0 win any game of the calendar right now, as far as I'm concerned. Darmian, again, Inter dropped some easy points against, I shouldn't say easy points, but very winnable points against Bologna on or last game week. Facing Lecce, again, they should be able to get the win and a clean sheet, but we'll see what happens there. Hopefully, Darmian continues to start. In the midfield, we're using both Atalanta midfielders this week between Koopmeiners and Lookman. I don't have great faith that Koopmeiners will get points, but he definitely could. He is a good cheap option, I'd say. Lookman playing higher up the field, I'd like to think that he can get some attacking returns against Udinese this week. Kvaratskhelia, again, another player that, just like Osimhen, could score in any fixture. Obviously more likely against a weaker team, but against Lazio, I'm not going to sit him on the bench. And then Dybala against his former team Juve. Him scoring would make me happy for fantasy, but also break my heart at the same time. It looks like he is back and playing, so I do see him starting against Juve for sure. And hopefully Juve win 4-3 with 3 Dybala goals. And then striking is where we see the new pickup. And Zola, he has been a good option almost all year, just hasn't found his way into the squad. I transferred out Ciora for him. Obviously, a great option to have Ciora playing for 4.4 mil. But I am looking for a player that will hopefully get me more points consistently. And Zola, I think, is going to be that player. Also at a cheap price of 5.5. Ciora was just playing a little too deep for him to consistently get returns. And that he'll play alongside Osimhen and Captain Lautaro Martinez for this week, switching it up from Kvaratskhelia the last few weeks. On the bench, we have Ibanez, not fully confident in the clean sheet, especially after they lost 2-1 to Cremonese. He's been picking up several yellow cards as well. Beal is, I'm just not at the forefront of my mind, especially facing Atalanta. And Leao, I did check, he is on a yellow card suspension, so should be back next game week. Again, I'm not super thrilled about him lately. He did get an attack and return in his last match. So maybe he'll start riding momentum again. I'm not going to get rid of him yet, but he could be on his way out when I do my double transfer at some point. Let's see how things look around the league. We got Enzola, most transferred in player. Augusto, Dybala, I guess people are transferring back in now that he's not injured anymore. Lautaro Martinez and Orsolini, who all had big weeks, as we can see. Here, Bremer, Spinazzola, Ochoa, Orsolini, Candreva. A lot of big names in this week, aside from the strikers, except we do have Enzola in as well. Okay. As for 5 players that I would recommend getting into your squad, I think a lot of people are doing it, but Enzola I'd pick as one. Kvaratskhelia and Osimhen just every week. I think I'm going to have them in because if you don't have them, you should. Danilo, I am going to put in. I am thinking of getting him next week. It's just he just keeps getting so many points, and they're not always clean sheets. He's getting a lot of attacking returns as well. And the last one I'm going to say is Lautaro Martinez. I'd suggest having in your squad as well. Those are my top 5. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you after the game week. Take care.